Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today you join me on Daytona for some daily races. This is last week's daily races. Racing in the Viper that I've done the livery for. It was good track, good races. A lot of smashes, a lot of penalties. I've chucked a couple of things in here. And then we go for a few rounds, as you'll see. So one of the biggest things with this track is everyone seemed to just absolutely nail you. They're just absolutely bombing in, knock you off, and once you're off, you're off. It's quite hard to get caught back up. There's a few places here that you can get penalties easily on, obviously, the bends, but when you come to the chicane, on the exit of the chicane to keep good speed, it was quite stressful. As you can see, being hit constantly, people do not like being overtaken. But we held in, we did, as we do. People have been smashed off everywhere. Concentrating on that DRC, trying to make sure that we're making that DRB, which I will say I'm very close to. But yeah, it was fun. So this is the chicane coming up. And drop your speed, ease yourself through, change gear and out. If you go too far over to the left there on the exit, you will get a penalty. There's also been a cheat, if you like, with this. So I saw a lot of the YouTubers that I watch that do the racing mentioning about people that were cheating. So as we're coming round now towards the final bend, if you haven't seen where people go off, as you'll see there, I'm going to go off now to do the pit. Where people go off there, people were driving across the grass, doesn't give you a penalty, and it was basically cutting people's time, so they were going from third to first just by cheating by going across the grass. I ain't got no time for that, and luckily it didn't happen to me in any of these races. But if Daytona comes back around, hopefully they'll patch that before then. So, final lap now, P3. Good track, nice car. It's one of them where you have to pit or else you get a penalty. You don't have to actually do anything. There's no tyre change required or fuel. So yeah, as you come up here now, people were veering off now, heading straight onto that grass on the left, and they were going through the line way before. So if I was in certain seconds of the first two, I could have cut the grass there and, got P1, but I wouldn't do that. So we finished in third. We raised 11 places in that one, which was good. Straight into the next one, this time starting in P11. See how he's cutting there across the grass? That's a sort of principle, but a lot faster and within, certain amount of places. That's how they were winning. This was an horrendous bend for people just smashing into you. And the next one coming up in a minute. This one was the same. People just not braking, just absolutely ploughing into you, using you almost like a barrier to get around the corner. And the same again on the next big bend. As you can see, there's cars off everywhere. I also get hit. Quite slippy out of there if you're not using traction as well. P4 now. They both decided to pit, which put me in P3. A try on that bit there to brake in a straight line. so you're reducing the turning while braking. Brake as much as you can in a straight line, drop the gears, and then fire yourself out. And that's how easy it is. That has caught me off guard a couple of times, where I just literally touch the grass and it spins. So we're coming out of the pit now. Onto lap 7, come out with 6th, drop to 7th. You can use the whip for that, by the way. If the white line doesn't give you a penalty if you go over, there's like a little exit road. If you go into that and use the chevron, if you go over there, you're fine. It's within track limit. So final lap P8 into the chicane. Trying to get in that slipstream so that I can get, close. I'm not sure whether anyone actually cheated above and got through. I mean, obviously first already through. But potentially like 5th could cut now and get 2nd, but luckily no one does. And we finished that one in a P8. And then I think someone leaves and puts us to P7, which we'll take. Yeah, there you go. Someone left and put us to P7. Straight into another one. P9 start this time. People being offed already. And then, yeah. I think what happened there was the guy in front of me clipped the guy in front of him. The person behind me hit my rear. So as it happened at almost the same time, it just spammed me. Then you've got that idiot smashing into me for no reason whatsoever. That's what this race was like, to be honest. Just needless ramming going on ahead. He's killed him there. So I did give an update, guys, on some of my videos that I am doing cleaner liveries, which I have done. They're coming very soon. I also did an update on my driver position, like my view, so I'm using it now with just the dials at the front. It did help me on Red Bull Ring, which is the next set of videos. Oof, that was close. But these were filmed before I've made them changes, so hence why we're still in the interior view. So if you look, the pack's quite close, to be fair. Coming out of lap 1. So lap 2. P6. A lot of pushing and shoving. I've noticed in this game that not many people know how to use a driving line. They seem to be all over the place. And people needlessly undercutting. I get that, go for the position, but in lap 3, it just, I could understand it on lap 9. Lap 10. So still very close, us to the leader, only 4 seconds apart. And we're P5. Again, trying to defend. Doesn't break in time, and off he goes by. And we go through. So we've pitted, as I said, no change. You don't need to do your fuel, don't need to change tyres in this one. Come out in P13. Lap 8 now, coming up to the chicane. Back to P5, now P6. And I get absolutely murdered there. Which is really annoying because of how close everybody was. Everyone starts catching up. Puts us to P9. Also carrying damage on the front left and front. And then the final lap, still P9. Down to P8 because somebody was off there. Trying to get him that slipstream just to carry me, even though the guy behind's also got slip. He tries to go, but he doesn't get there, unfortunately. So P12 start this time. It's definitely worth putting the time into the qualifiers, trying to get yourself up the pack, ready to do the races. I'm just trying to avoid everyone there because I can just hear constant smashing, cars squealing. Someone's got a 3-second penalty there. Plenty of cars off there. I did touch him, so I held back, just make sure I didn't get no penalty. Lap 3 now, P10. Again, people murdering people. Which we're fine, we'll go through. Gives us P7. Don't know why my internet was showing red. I've had faster internet put in. And it's working smooth as anything. That colossal ass hat just went flying down for no reason, straight off. And into the final lap of this one. P8. And there we go, through the line for a P7 finish. Because he had a penalty. Which again, you know, it's not the best results, but I was pushing to get the DRC, make sure I maintain the DRC. And then this one we started in P5. I think I did put a faster quali time in. So I was up there. And this one I was gunning for it. I wanted the win on this one. I'm trying not to touch anyone. Trying not to get involved in the drama. They've just killed each other, so that means I am now P3. Literally just waiting for these two to make a mistake, but also make sure I don't. See if I can get to P1. Thought he was going to spin there. But we've got the slip, so we make the decision. Give him a little push. Try and boost him so we can stay with P1. And then he hit the wall, and I thought that's my chance to go round. He hit the wall again there as well. Which puts us P2. And now I'm starting to think strategy. I'm starting to think, you know, can I get in his slip? Can I take him? When should I pit? Should I wait for the leader? Lap 3 now. Still in P2. And P1 goes into pit, which I don't. I make the decision to stay out. Now I'm at the front. I've got clean air. I've just got to not mess up. And by the time I get back around, see what position it puts me in, ready for when I pit. But start making a gap between me and the car behind to see if I can maintain this P1. So lap 5, I come in for the pit. That puts me out of the pit in P5. So I've just got to see if any of the above have pitted. Hopefully I can use that to my advantage. I don't think any of them did. P6 now. All of them hadn't pitted, as I presumed. And the person in P1 needs to pit. So we go back to P1. As we go into lap 7, meaning the strategy worked, all I've got to do is keep that gap. Race clean. Make sure I'm gear changing right, I'm doing everything I need to do. And not that far behind me, so I've just got to not mess up. Use the width for the track. I could probably go wider and faster through there. Final lap now, coming into the chicane. very close behind me. Not even a second and a half behind me. Now the gap is growing. I know he's not in my slip. All I'm worried about now is if he was going to go across the grass, cheat to get the win. And he doesn't, so fair play to him. And there we go. We get through for P1. And that's the 4th P1 victory we've got for the channel. So I was more than happy with that. Also happy that they didn't cheat behind me. And we got the clean race bonus. So thanks for watching, guys. That is the end of the video. As I say, I've got Red Bull Ring and stuff coming up. I've got the cleaner liveries coming up. Where you'll see, obviously, my cleaner liveries. I've got the races in different views and better views and stuff. Which we'll go through. At time of recording this, I'm still 33 out of 50 subs. Guys, if you're watching, please can you sub and like the video. Hit that notification bell. I am looking at going live again very soon as well. Well, until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.